On the way to our KOA, we stopped at a Tim Hortons because we were told we needed to, because I'm always in the mood for ice cream. I actually got a vanilla cake batter milkshake. Fantastic. But it's basically just Cold Stone, so you find them everywhere. But sometimes they're in Tim Hortons here in the Northeast. This one, they were there. Other times they're not. I hear they have good coffee too. Haven't tried it, but we had to stop on the way. We're only 20 minutes away.
So how do we know we could stop here? Google Maps, satellite view, looked at the parking lot of the Tim Hortons, saw it was kind of small, but there was a giant convention center hotel across the field from it. So we were like, that looks great. We can just park in that parking lot, and that's where we are. We used Google Maps a lot today because the main way we would normally get here from where we were is a toll road. We do everything we can to not pay tolls because we'd rather spend our money on the ice cream that we're eating than on a toll. And so I made Google Maps say no tolls, and then I went and checked the whole route to make sure that it was okay for the Airstream, which it was. Added about a half an hour to our time, but
boom.
I think it's worth it.
Ice cream.
Okay, we're all checked in. We're just gonna follow him to our campsite. They will deliver firework for us if we're interested in that. It's probably expensive.
Okay, we are just about set here at this KOA. I'm surprised it's not more full than this, but it's still relatively early in the day, so maybe they're just not here yet. This is Memorial Day weekend. Naturally, we are right by the highway. The spots are not muddy, which is a good thing. And the way that this particular KOA works is you pull in opposite ways on the same kind of site. So we're this way, our neighbor is that way, and we share a power and water outlet. Well, I'll take 23 megabits down and 13 megabits up any day, especially compared to some of the sites that we were just in. This might be the best signal that we've had in a month. Easy. Easy.
It's all trade-offs. Good signal, not the best location, but it's someplace to be for Memorial Day, so.
That's right. By the way, I don't think we've told you this. We are in Westfield, New York at the KOA. Let me show you something I don't like about the KOA. My view is of another rig. But now let me show you something I do like about the KOA. Look at these little stone pebble rock things that the sites are made out of. By the way, stone pebble rock things is a highly technical phrase that only professional landscapers use. So I wouldn't expect everybody to use those terms, but anyway, this really reminds me of the Tucson KOA, and when it rains tomorrow, like it's supposed to, we're not going to have all that mud and tracking in all that gunk like we have been in the last few campsites we were at, including the KOA. Shall we go take our customary walk with these puppies?
Let's do it. Let's go for a walk. Wanna go?
And as you can see, we have relatively big sites here. I was a little afraid they were going to pack us in, but it's actually not too bad.
I think we get bigger sites because they have our patios facing each other, so like their patio is also our patio, but that way they put more space between them. So yeah, if we can just get over the noise from the road, this is actually a really nice place. And it's super close to Lake Erie. We just can't see it.
We just can't see it. A very nicely maintained play area there. Sandbox looking thing there, swings. Got the pool back there.
Tetherball. Pool have water in it?
Yes it does. It looks like there's a hot tub there, pool there, tetherball. Typical of most KOAs.
Lake Erie is right across the street, right behind those trees.
And the lone cabin in this entire campground. Let's go, Patty. And by the way, now that we have a few minutes just free time, somebody suggested that I get a KVM Switch in a few videos ago because I mentioned I use two different computers and I'm switching back and forth, and I always kind of considered a KVM switch, but I never actually went through and did it until this person commented that just kind of reinvigorated the idea that, hey, you can use a KVM. So what is a KVM switch? Well, it allows you to use your computer peripherals between multiple computers. So one keyboard, one mouse, two different computers just by the touch of a button. So let me show you really quickly how we have that set up. All right, here's my desk set up. My Chromebook is on this side, my Windows box is on this side, and I have one mouse and one keyboard and one external monitor. So right now I am on my Chromebook, but let's say I wanted to switch over to my Windows box. Now my Windows box is where I do all my video editing, and I have a little button here, and this came with the KVM switch that I bought, link below in the description. I just press that button once, and it'll switch over to my Windows box, and this, as you can see, is actually the video that you are watching right now. I'm putting that together on my Windows box. If I want to jump back to my Chromebook over here, I just press this button again, and the monitor switches over to my Chromebook. And my monitor and keyboard will work with whatever you're seeing on the screen. So it'll switch back and forth instantly like that. It's really convenient. And I have a little cord, so you can see this little tiny cord back here that goes down that little hole we made in the desk. And the KVM switch itself, we have velcroed to the mouse fur in the Airstream, so we're finding more and more cool uses for this mouse fur. And here's what I bought. This is a Triplite 2 USB HDMI. As you can see, that right there, that device is underneath the desk that I just showed you. It comes with all the cords that you need for 2 different computers. You could find 4-port, 8-port, whatever you want, but not too bad. I think I paid like 61 bucks for this, so it didn't exactly break the bank. But it just goes to show you that even when you're working in a productive kind of space in your rig, in your RV, you can still have the little niceties, I guess, that you might have in a traditional office. And this, for me, with multiple computers, makes all the difference in the world. I don't have to unhook the monitor from one computer, plug it into the other. Same thing with the mice and keyboard. I just click the button and it switches over. Okay, get ready for the realities of RV life. We found this campground, and by we, I mean Courtney found this campground on Camp Indy, easy for me to say, and she mainly chose this because, well, it's a KOA, so we'll have at least water and electric, and it had good internet, and it really has good internet. The one thing that was not reviewed at all, that road, which is really, really loud.
So that's the problem.
But you never really know.
You never really know. I mean, if there are enough reviews for a place, you're gonna know. But this one didn't have a lot as far as I remember. I have to go back and look. There may be more now. And really, I was just trying to find someplace in this area for Memorial Day, and none of the other campgrounds here had any reviews, so I didn't know what the internet was like, and that is a very big deal for us. So I chose this one. It's a little noisy. It'll do for Memorial Day weekend. Hopefully the next place is a little quieter.
And of course we have our happy hour going on, as you can see.
Almost
yeah, maybe we're almost done. A couple of margaritas here, and of course Patty to help us with the chips. But the thing is, other than the sound, the noise, this is a really nice place.
Yeah.
It's like half full on Memorial Day weekend. I certainly didn't see that coming. And I mean, you have good space between the spaces and all that good stuff.
Look at the grapevine.
There's the grapevines behind us.
Over there is Lake Erie. You're super close, so there's good stuff here. It's just there's also a highway. Something to keep in mind. Yeah. Occasionally you'll find yourself in these kinds of situations, and you just kind of have to make the best of it. So we're still doing happy hour outside. We're still listening to the semis and cars because we're camping, and that's what we do. Okay, that's it for this video. We're just making some dinner, some sliders with some of the beef we picked up at one of the harvest hosts from... No, actually, that's from the piggery in Ithaca. From the piggery? The piggery in Ithaca, which is like a butcher shop. That's awesome, because we finished all of the meat from Runaway Farms. But we're also doing Mexican street corn because there is local sweet corn now available.
Local.
Which I love. So we're doing Mexican street corn with it. But anyway, speaking of local, where are we going tomorrow?
I have no idea.
A farmer's market.
Oh, farmer's
in
market.
Westfield. That's supposed to be really, really good. And it's supposed to start tomorrow. Tomorrow's the first day of the season. So we're going to see what that looks like.
Boom.
We'll take you with us.
Let's do it. Got the burgers on, got some veggies out here on the grill. It's at about 400. Corn on the cob. Oh yeah, baby.